Turn the page, now you stepping in. When real ones talk in the flip to 10. From viral heat to deep convo. We write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every voice. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a fabulous Tuesday. I am back, y'all. Earlier, give me 1 second. Hold on. Hey, Shailene, welcome. Thank y'all so much for joining. Make sure you hit the like button. Let everyone know that we are live, okay? We are live. Let me do one thing. Hey, Shelly, welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you all. Y'all, I went live earlier and I was at the splash pad with my children. And I was like, wait a second. This is ghetto. Kids all in the background hollering water from the splash pad. It was windy. And so all of this was taking place. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not going to work. So I said, let me get back home into the comfort of my own house so that I can sit down and do this the right way. Because I think that this is something that we need to discuss because it's going to especially upset and kind of divide, as I'm seeing by some of the comments from different social media platforms, can sometimes divide the Black community, okay? Because our topic is none other than the Tyler Perry. Now, let me preface this live and say that I love Tyler Perry, okay? So this is just a news type of reporting, entertainment. So it has nothing to do personally with the person, but we have to look at all aspects of a matter, okay? Regardless of whether we like a person, is it morally right on some things that could have possibly happened? Okay. And let me also say that this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Okay. Make sure y'all hit the like. Let everyone know we are live. Okay. So, hi, Nakia. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining. Now, y'all, Tyler Perry, and we have seen a pattern of this type of thing happening recently from the Diddy situation, which we're still involved in this court lawsuit situation, okay? And some of the details that we're hearing, even in this trial, okay, oh my gosh, will blow the roof off. If you have been keeping up, there have been a lot of things taking place that we have been hearing that have taken place with that whole situation. Hey, Yo-Yo, hey, Queen, welcome. Then we also heard about Shannon Sharp, okay, which was also recently that was taking place. And a lot of people were shocked about some of the things that we heard. And then some people were not shocked once we heard about who he was dealing with. Okay. And I asked my husband earlier, I said, hey, Crystal, I said, well, what happened to Shannon Sharp? Because after that last incident, I didn't hear from him. Well, he said he may come back, okay, in July. So maybe he's just taking a break from social media while they are kind of going over what's happening with that lawsuit. Okay. Nakia, you didn't hear he was also sued in an sexual assault lawsuit. Okay, he called it a shakedown. And so, what we're going to hear some of the verbiage, even in this particular lawsuit, similar verbiage. Why is it that everything is a shakedown? Okay. Shailene said, I can only hear Cat Williams saying a lot will be revealed in 2025. Okay. Y'all hit the like. Thank you, Shelly. Y'all hit the like button. Let everyone know we are live. Right, Crystal. It is getting outrageous, y'all. And what can happen though, and I'm not saying that this happened for sure, but what can happen is people can get money and power and influence, and they start to think that they are untouchable. Okay, they feel that I have all of this money, this clout. No one's going to believe that person, anyways. And Yo-Yo said the one with the OF girl or something else. No, the lawsuit with the OF girl. Yes, she was on OF, y'all, and younger, way younger than Shannon Sharp. If you did not hear about that, and he is being sued, I think, for 50 million, if I'm not mistaken, by her, saying that he was being rough and abusive and things of that sort. And so there are text messages, all kind of things, video, audio. Well, audio, I don't know about video, but audio with him. But we haven't heard from him. Okay, his lawyer came out. Hey, boots on the ground, welcome. Thank you for joining, sis. And all his videos got exposed, right, Nakia? And people were speculating, saying allegedly he might have put out that audio where people were like, "Oh my goodness, is that Shannon Sharp having ex?" Okay, with Michelle, I'll never forget that name. Yo-Yo said, "I don't know what she thought she was going to get from that big strong man." Hello, girl, ain't no way. People were saying, what did Shannon have to prove? Okay. Hey, y'all be surprised. Shailene said, can't talk or touch anyone without getting sued these days, especially if you have money. Right. And let me also say this. Let me preface this by saying I have nothing personally against Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry has done a lot for the community, giving people money, when needed, taking care of funerals, all of that. Okay, movie roles, all of that. So we're not taking that away from him. Okay, what we're focusing on is a lawsuit that was filed actually last Friday, June the 13th. I said, because that was one of my wonderings. I said, now, did they wait until Tyler got his straw Netflix money? Y'all know Straw came out the week before. Wait, was it the week before? Yeah. Straw actually was debuted the week before. Okay. I said, baby, they filed their lawsuit right after that Straw check hit Tyler's account. Okay. Let's see here. The kid said, hey, my dad and mom's age. Hey, Queen, welcome. Thank you for joining. Y'all, I'm going through YouTube, so I can't even click the comments on the screen. I hate that part. I love how Tyler brought Taraji back, your life after her breakdown. Yes. Okay, she did have a breakdown. Yeah, and he's good for that. He's good for that. And so in this particular lawsuit, it has to do with actual unwanted, let me put that there, unwanted actual advances. Okay, we're going to get into that. And I want to also say this. Now, I have no problems with consenting adults. Do your thing. Do you what you do, boo. Whatever your preference is, do you. But what becomes a problem is if it's unwanted, if it's aggressive, if it's repetitive, if it becomes a hostile work environment and things of that sort. That's a whole other ball game, okay? And let me say, and I'm speaking from really experience of one situation that I came across when I used to work for a bank. There was this manager, y'all. So I was at that time a customer service representative. Now, he dated a younger girl that was in my department. Okay, there was an age gap there as well. And so I'll never forget. I went up to his office to take something, or I forgot the reason I went up to his office. And I think she even brought him out to eat with all of us one time when we were going out to eat for work lunch or something. And she brought him during that time as well. And so, okay, I'll see you in a little bit. And so then, y'all, when I went up there, gave him whatever, I'll never forget this man kind of rubbed he said to this day, I can't remember what he said, but he rubbed his hand not on my breast, but across my chest. And I guess he was trying to test me out to see if I was going to fall into this whole little thing like her. And y'all, it's like I got scared. Okay. I hurried up and got out of there. I got scared, nervous. I was like, well, man, if I go tell someone, are they gonna believe me? Or, are they gonna say I did something? Is he gonna lie on me? I just did not even want to face it. Okay. I didn't even want to face it. I didn't want to go back, be around him, he wasn't my direct boss. And y'all, he was cool actually with my boss, my direct supervisor. So I really didn't want to tell her either. Okay. Now, y'all said, was it a man or a woman that's suing him? A man. Okay. Now, the one who touched me was a man. Look, I'm trying to clarify which one y'all talking about. And so y'all, I can understand how sometimes not reporting that people do that when it's a work situation. But, hey, that man left after a while. I never knew if he got fired or quit, but it was probably other women in there. Maybe someone did tell on him. I don't know what happened to him, but it makes you feel uncomfortable and violated. I'm going to be honest. So I just did not like it. I left up out of there, ran, baby. I was hyperventilating. I didn't know what was going to happen. Okay. And so these types of situations can happen. Now, before we get into the current lawsuit, okay, I wanted to revisit, yes, boots on the ground. It's a man, y'all. And I can't put this out here. The man that is suing Tyler, before we go backwards and come forward, is Dale from the Oval. Okay, now that's his character name. He was the one that worked with the store clerk. And for one, I was wondering, how did he get that job too? Okay. Oh my God, I'm about to be tickled. Hold on, let me calm down. Because let me tell y'all, before I knew his real name is Derek Dixon, okay? This is the one, y'all, that's scary. He is scared of everything. He's scared of everything. And I just noticed that, nothing against you, Derek, nothing against you personally. But I just was curious as to how he got that job, because I just felt like he could not act. Okay. He couldn't act to me. It seemed like he just didn't know what to do in the role. And he's the one that, if you look at my community wall, I shared the picture of Tyler. He's the one on the left, the guy that sued him, because I can't pull it up on here. I'm not on StreamYard. Crystal's, okay, let's see. Boots on the Ground said, them Diddy parties are exposing these celebrities nowadays. Hello? Okay. Crystal said, who? I don't think I watched that. It sounds familiar. Yes, he's on my community wall. And he is the one that worked in the store on the Oval. If you watch the Oval. Now, he had 2 roles, or I think he did 2 shows on Ruthless. Ruthless is Tyler Perry's other show. Now, I do watch the Oval. Okay, now it got a little corny at one point, but I do watch the Oval. And yeah, I not the best actress, but hey, I didn't know all of this was going on behind the scenes. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, I think it was last year when the actor Christian Keys, nice looking young man, okay, muscular young man that played in a lot of Tyler Perry's plays at first. He went from playing in his plays to then playing in some movies and so forth. He has the curly hair. And he came out of nowhere and shared. It was like we were minding. It was one of those situations where you minding your own business, and then out of nowhere, someone pops up and tells you a secret, And you're like, who? Wait, what? Out of nowhere. So I wanted to play a little of what he was saying, because what you're going to hear, some of the things that he has stated back then, and when I was reading over some of the details that they had in the lawsuit right now, are almost similar. I started thinking to myself, like, wait a second, that sounds familiar. And I forgot about Christian Keys. Okay, Yo-Yo said nobody in the industry is safe. Exactly. Right. He plays in some Lifetime movies too. No, black. The one that's suing him is white. Yes. Hey, Teron, welcome. Thank you for joining. Didn't he play in The Preacher's Son? I'm trying to remember. Girl, I forgot that movie. I don't know for sure, Yo-Yo. I forgot that one. He may have. Okay, so let me turn this up, and I'm gonna play for y'all some of what he said. We're gonna talk about this from this was a year ago, okay? Because I want y'all to connect the dots. See, a lot of people are already saying, as I look through comments on different platforms and on different people's posts, see, people are already saying, y'all just jealous because Tyler got money. Okay, y'all always trying to take down the black man. Y'all this, y'all that. First of all, I've stated this over and over. Hey, Cheryl, welcome. Thank you for joining. I do not put anything past anyone. Okay, you couldn't make me believe that Diddy, like Armand says, Diddy would have done half the stuff that's coming out now. Okay, when he was dancing in the little thing with Max, singing "More Money, More Problems," dancing with Biggie, all of this stuff, that he would be in the situation he in now. Okay, we can't put people on a pedestal. Bishop T.D. Jakes was at the freak offs, okay, the parties. Okay, I don't put nothing past nobody. So we cannot put people on a pedestal. Let's hear facts first. Before we start discounting what a person says, let's look at the facts. Okay, I know when Shannon Sharp came out, hey, that whole situation, look, sir, you just knew better. Okay, now we're going to listen to the facts, but sir, come on now. Now we got to, y'all. We got to give people the benefit of the doubt. This is why a lot of people do not come out. Okay, this is exactly why a lot of people don't come out, because people, they try to switch it on to the victim. Okay, they try to say, I don't believe it, this, because it is. Tyler Perry been helping everybody. Now, why y'all trying to stop this man? That's nothing but the man trying to bring the black man down. Okay, now if this young man has proof and evidence, what are y'all gonna do then? What are y'all gonna say at that point? Okay, so let's just say, let's have an open mind and let's hear evidence before, even with Diddy, we got to hear all the evidence, okay, first, before we can say guilt. And really, it's not up to us anyway. It's going to be up to the jury. Okay, so let me play this video, and we're going to stop and kind of talk it through. This is Christian Keys.
The way that he built me, but I'm not sure, based on this person's claims and brags. Same time this person was.
Okay, and before I play it a little more, Yo-Yo said Monique is sitting back laughing and saying that's what he get. Girl, Yo-Yo, I was trying not to be petty because I said that on the first one, little short video I did. I said, I bet Monique got her popcorn and her drink, just kick back, smiling. Girl, I was trying not to be petty. Now, the caption on this video said, actor Christian Keys plans on exposing a powerful black billionaire in Hollywood. Those are words that he used, okay? That actually assaulted him for years and bribed him to get naked for $100,000. Okay, he said that he did his best to forgive this person, but it didn't happen. Okay, so Cheryl says she remembered. Okay, this was a year ago, y'all, when Christian Keys came live telling his story.
sexually harassing me for years. He was claiming, that he had multiple young black men on the payroll, and they just had to show up when he requested them to be there. Clearly, that's why it felt to him that it was okay to say these things. And I really, I want to have these discussions. I want to be transparent with y'all about that. I've done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It's also men sometimes, and it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my.
That's a good point, y'all. It can happen with men tempting men. Sometimes we hear a lot of cases where the woman was had sexual advances from a man and he was trying to, harass her. But I think a lot of times we don't think about men getting actually harassed by a woman or man on man. That can possibly happen. So let's continue.
My posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you. But there are people that will and have and will continue to offer these things. And some of them are your heroes. At some point soon, it's going to have to come out. I've kept one of these on me since '05, whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone. Once the sexual harassment started.
So he was saying that he had to keep a secret, whether it was a recording device in a keychain, on a pen. He kept that nearby. Okay. And one of those ex-workers from Diddy, okay, he said he had a little recording device too that they didn't realize. That was the one who they thought was crazy, that was shooting up at the Trump hotel, because like he said, they may check your phone or turn it off. Like in this Cassie situation that I did a live yesterday, and that ex-worker said Cassie turned his phone off, so he had a backup as a recording device. Okay. Yo-Yo said this is wild. How can they look at their children knowing they've been paying men for free calls? Exactly. He been plotting. Right, right. So that's why this guy, Christian, he said he's been having these things since 2005, these little recordings, I guess to protect himself. Okay. Because if you are going to go up against a black billionaire that's in Hollywood, you better come with it, baby. Okay, because they gonna think that you're just trying to scam, like they're saying about Derek Dixon. They're gonna say you're just trying to scam. You're trying to do a shakedown. Okay, you better come with it if you're gonna pretty much try to go up against someone powerful. You better have your ducks in a row. Okay, it is Cheryl.
I was like, well, I got to protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful
Hey,
as they
blessed and
are, to
chosen.
try to get in the way of my work. I started recording, so I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above. And the difference is, the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police, because sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. Why do we as black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes. And my only reservation about naming
Hey,
people,
Rebecca.
there was directors along the way, like, hey, you read for this, that, and the other. you want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume, and I'm good. You know if I can handle that or not. You know I can kill that. There's other people that I want to say everything, and my brother was like, nah, not yet. I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere. The good news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since sexual harassment started, I've carried many recorder devices on me, keychains, pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, or the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man, the world is celebrating this person and they don't.
Listen to the clues, y'all, that he's given. The world is celebrating this person. Shout out to Cheryl. Thank you so much for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for tonight's live. I really appreciate it, sis. Okay, listen to those clues. He said the world is celebrating this person. Now, he said that if he played it, we would also have been able to hear the person's voice. Okay?
Even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves. Predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and, sign up and
Hi, Brahmalena. Welcome. Okay, so those of you who are joining, the one that we're playing now, this recording was Christian Keys. He came out last year, okay, 1 year ago, and he talked about his experience. Now, he did not give us the name. Now, he has worked with a particular person. The only clues he had given us were that this person was a black billionaire in Hollywood. Okay. He also said the world celebrates this person, but he has been keeping since 2005 little recordings. Okay. He had to do it on his keychain. He has a secret pen because he felt that if he came out, he hoped that people would have believed him. But if they did not believe him, he had recordings of conversations when he worked with this person and when he did not work with this person. Hey, Brahmalena. She said, I'm late too. Hopefully, they will tell us who this is in the chat. You're welcome. No problem. I was watching the chat.
literally and figuratively play ball. But we're not doing that. They resent you. This is a conversation we're going to have, and we're going to have soon, because it bothers me in my spirit that I can forgive people. That's one thing. But yeah, Pete, we don't play ball. Literally strategically planning my next 8 moves. I'm good. God got me because he was watching when I was offered these opportunities and I didn't say yes. I didn't sell my soul or my ass
Ooh.
for success. It's like, nah,
He said he didn't sell his soul or his ass. Okay. For success. Okay.
that's not what I want. I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got an only beard in the bed policy. Mine is the only beard in the bed. We ain't doing none of that. I don't get out like that.
Hey, Bullseye. Hey,
And
sis.
these people kept on for years. Sexual harassment is a crime.
Yep.
Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And where I'm at now is that in the middle of the night, I think about if I'm brave enough to name the person. I'll take a polygraph live.
Wow.
I'll take 5 because it's the truth. This person is a predator and he's one of several. And it's a shame, man. But it's
Man, that's interesting, y'all. He said he's one of several. Y'all make sure you hit the like, let everyone know we are live. Okay, he wanted to say his name, but I think he also wondered how would people react to him because he's still doing acting roles. Brahmalena said these people seem to have so much integrity, honesty, and humility when they speak to the public. It's scary, right? Okay.
I think it's time. I wasn't working for him in the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me 100 grand to take my clothes off. He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I declined. Because again, scenic route. I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around. But being that I wasn't working with him and we were in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job of this fall because the lead of this particular project was going to do something else, so he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him.
Hey,
And I
Miss
told
Foxy.
him
Hey, D.
over and over,
Welcome, ladies.
always tried shit. Just tried shit. So if people don't believe me, they can hear him in his voice.
Ooh.
I have always kept something on me. Always. Even if my phone is off. Something else is, if I'm around somebody that has tried to sexually harass me, pressure me, intimidate me into
Right,
some
Cheryl.
nonsense, I've always kept something on me so I can protect myself, because if they're that powerful and they feel that entitlement, they can also try to get in the way of your work. I can press play and you can hear the person and you'll know immediately who the person is that's offering me 100 grand to strip. You'll know right away.
Wow.
And it'll break your heart. I won't have to say the person's name, but I can and I will. I don't mind doing a polygraph or 3 or 5 on live TV, and I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. Some of the people that you think are your mentors are literally and figuratively just trying to fuck you.
Wow.
I have documentation from the dealership for the car that they tried to buy as an apology for offering me 100 grand to strip. It's time. I really want to just clear the air because I'm tired. And then where I'm at now, it's if it still feels like that person is fucking with you just to fuck with you, just to mess with you. This person gallivanting around doing these PR stunts. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. Well, then speak on if you gonna have. We're gonna have a conversation, y'all, really soon. I saw what they did to Terry Crews when he didn't say anything, and yeah, like that doesn't make it comfortable for you to be like, man, I really want to tell the truth about this because I'm sure.
And that's a good point. Y'all see what happened to Terry Crews when he came forward and said what happened with him with the sexual assault on the workplace and so forth. Okay, Bullseye said she's okay, girl. I'm reading the text on TLZ now. Okay. Yo-Yo said that's a lot of money. Do you think he ever took it? The way he was acting, he said he didn't. Remember, he said I wasn't gonna sell my soul in my butt. Okay. But you said at. So I don't think he took it that day. Meanwhile, we were praising these people without knowing this. Exactly, Brahmalena. That's his point. And see, people watch to see what the public do to people that come out. Okay. He saw what happened with Terry Crews. So he's like, man, if I come out and say this, are they gonna do me the same way? Well, why didn't he say anything? Just like what's happening with the guy which we're about to talk about currently, Dale. Okay. That's the one who's coming out now. Now he's bold enough to come on out. Okay. Let's see. Yo-Yo said maybe the money stopped and now he wants to come forward. He was still doing roles though. This came out a year ago. Wait, which one you talking about, Yo-Yo? The new one or Christian Keys, who's on the recording? Oh, wow, I didn't know they changed to record. Yes, they did, Bramalena. Yes. So that's why another reason I should say of what was preventing him from coming out.
Sure, this person is still out here doing the same thing, and if
Right,
not,
Rebecca?
what has he done over the last 15 years when he's on recording talking about how he's got multiple guys on payroll for 6 figures a year to pop up and hold their ankles? This conversation is going to have to happen.
Okay. Now, that was a year ago. Christian, sir, we're still waiting to see what happened with that. Okay. How in the world did he come out with that? Had us all guessing, is it? He didn't say anything else after he came out. He was supposed to have been taking it to the police. He never did that. Ramalena said maybe he got hush money. The person, yeah, Christian Keys, yeah, possibly. Okay, possibly. But I'm wondering, will he come forward now that he won't be the only one? See, sometimes some people wait to see if somebody else, like that whole Me Too movement, how people just slowly started coming out, they want to see if someone else is going to come out. So now, moving forward to now, Tyler Perry has been sued by Derek Dixon, who is Dale on the show The Oval. Okay, he is the one, the little. He just always acts scared to me on there. But he was working in there as like, a little aide or something, a little assistant. He wasn't the head pharmacist, but he was the one that also worked in the store on the Oval. Okay. He sued Tyler Perry for $200 million over allegations of sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation, among other complaints. Okay, he claimed that, let me go back to this part. Now, let me do this first. In the complaint, this was filed on June 13th in Los Angeles. Okay, now, I was just saying this earlier in this live. Not that these people done waited until after Tyler got his straw Netflix check. I say, no, wait a minute. Because I didn't realize Dale, and we're going to get into that, he quit the show in June of last year. Okay? Now, in this lawsuit, Derek Dixon, which is Dale, hey, Brandy, welcome. He accused Tyler of creating a coercive, sexually exploitative dynamic between them while he was starring on The Oval and Ruthless. Those are two shows that come on BET, Tyler Perry shows, okay? And his name was Dale on both of those shows. Now, the complaint also, go ahead, accused Perry of initially, now listen to this and also listen to what Christian Keys talked about. Shailene said he won't get anything. He also accused him of initially promising him career advancement and creative opportunities, such as producing his pilot and casting him in his show, only to subject him to escalating sexual harassment, assault and battery, and professional retaliation when Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate Mr. Perry's unwanted advances. Hi, Jay. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining. Make sure y'all hit the like. Now, Matthew Boyd is Tyler Perry's lawyer, y'all. Now, check out the verbiage in this because it sounds similar to Shannon Sharp's lawyers, okay? They stated, or Matthew stated, that this is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. But Tyler will not be shaken down. Why is everything a shakedown? Okay. He will not be shaken down, and we are confident that these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. Now, let's go back to how they met, okay? So, Dixon Dale, he alleged that over time, okay, um, well, let me go backwards. They actually met in 2019. Now, Derek was working for this party kind of um, event planning place, and they did an event for Tyler Perry. Now, he stated that Tyler Perry just saw him in the crowd and gave him his number. Okay. Now I don't know why Tyler Perry just out the crowd picked Dale. I ain't saying that it didn't happen, but right, Bramalena, everything is a shakedown. That's the verbiage that I'm noticing that they use. Okay, so he was working for this event company, and then after this, they met up, and then it led to Dixon, okay, appearing in several episodes of The Oval and spinoff The Ruthless show before having his character transferred over to the flagship series. Now, he also recalled that while he was staying at Tyler Perry's Atlanta home in 2020, okay, so this is the following year, he said that he had gotten a little too drunk, okay, to drive home. So Tyler Perry allegedly offered to let him stay in his guest room at his house. And so after that, Derek said that Tyler Perry allegedly followed him into the bed, kind of got in the bed with him, and began touching him suggestively all on his thighs. And Derek said that he got up, he jumped out of the bed, and he made it clear that he was not into sex. Okay. So then after that, they allegedly had this text exchange where Tyler Perry asked Derek, what is it going to take for him to have guiltless sex? And then Derek said that he had like this religious guilt. That's what he told him. And then Tyler Perry allegedly said, well, I have friends in their 50s and 60s who are still dealing with that. And it's so sad. Oh my God. I'm trying not to laugh, but y'all, the conversation. So he said, you can have freedom from religious guilt and still believe in Christ. Okay. So I'm like, well, how did they get to that conversation? Did he want to do it? But he felt like it was going to be a little guilty. So they're going to probably bring that up in court. Like that little piece of the conversation, I don't know about that. Hey, TNT. TNT said black men need to leave Hollywood alone completely. It's not for them. Okay. That's so true. I agree with that. I definitely agree. Um, so then he started reading the script for The Oval, okay? And he noticed that his character's fate was left up in the air once he told him, he's not going to do that. So it's almost like Tyler Perry was allegedly holding that over his head. Like, look, if we don't, comply, then your character could die off or get killed off at any time. Okay. And so he stated that Mr. Perry made it clear to Derek that if Derek ignored Perry or failed to engage with the sexual innuendos, then Derek's character would die in the next season. And then what's so funny is Dale on the Oval, he was shot 4 times, okay, in the chest at the end of his first season on the Oval. So it didn't kill him, but that was a sign. Okay, I'm not playing with you. You will be gone. Okay. And then Tyler would kind of, he said, hold that over his head, implying that Derek would survive if he kept Tyler Perry happy. So also in the complaint, he said that he was groped during a cash trip to the Bahamas in October 2020. He said that in December 2020, he visited a physician who indicated that Derek exhibited severe symptoms of acute stress, insomnia, stomach issues, and dangerously low cortisol levels due to the actual harassment and assault, and prescribed him Zoloft, an antidepressant. Now, y'all, before I move to this next part, it's interesting enough on the show. Okay, see, Tyler Perry is slick. Okay, now thinking about this lawsuit and now thinking back to the show, on there is a guy because Dale is gay, on the show. Okay, well, there's another Secret Service man. I can't think of his name right now. That they had X. Okay, but the Secret Service man also having a whole other love affair with this other mirror man. Anyways, he can do that with the other guy, but he doesn't want Dale to get away. So what he does is he holds it over Dale's head. He continuously tries to find him. Dale is staying with another guy right now because he don't have nowhere to go. And he is blowing up his phone. It's like similar to what I'm hearing right now about I'm telling you no, but you keep on trying to find me. You're trying to come out. That is what happened on the show. I don't know if y'all watch it, if anyone here watches it, but that's one of the things that happens on the show. Okay, Jay said, I'm sick of these people attacks. Okay. Ramalana said the character's fate depending on his answer to the invitation. Exactly. That's what he's saying. One of the things that would happen, allegedly. So then Derek claimed that Tyler Perry invited him to his house again in June 2021 to discuss Derek's pilot for his show called Losing It, okay, which Tyler Perry had expressed interest in producing. He alleged he was again sexually assaulted by Tyler at that meeting, okay? Now, over the next 5 months, he said he suffered from severe depression, anxiety, stomach pains, and nausea, and was diagnosed with PTSD following the alleged incidents. Then Derek claimed that Tyler Perry's fixers. Do we have some fixers over in that little sector too? Because y'all know Daddy had a lot of fixers. Okay, offered him a raise to return to the Oval, and that Tyler Perry would buy the right to produce his show. Losing it. Wow. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my gosh. And so let me look at one thing right quick. Okay. So then, y'all, it's also stated that Derek's allegations aren't just limited to his own experiences with Tyler Perry. The suit claims that Tyler Perry, in quotes, has been using his power and influence to molest, abuse, and actually assault impressionable and vulnerable employees and actors who look to him for guidance and mentorship while pursuing their dreams. Oh my goodness, because remember, even with Christian Keys, he stated that people were looking for mentorship and they run into these predators. Okay. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, why do people, they talk about all of this, but why don't they tell someone? Well, he did try, y'all. Allegedly, he went and told HR in Tyler Perry Studios. Now, I don't know how far you're going to get when the person produces, writes, direct their own stuff, okay? They probably over HR. Hey, probably over HR, all of that. They never looked into it to prevent this from happening, any further advances from happening. So he eventually had to quit, and it cost him $400,000 to put in his resignation, the money he was about to lose. So he did report, okay? And he's going to have to show proof of that, of course, but allegedly he reported it. But they did not stop it from happening. Hey, Shelly Shells. Hey, sis. TNT said Tyler Perry fixers were offering that guy them perks to keep him from spilling the beans on Medea. Okay. That's what was happening. So he did report. Let's see. They took no action to prevent further assault or harassment. So then he was forced to quit the last season of the Oval. So I don't know how. Well, I guess that was going to be the last season anyway. So I was about to say, how did his character leave? Wow. Bramalena said HR and Tyler Perry Studios. I know not to expect help from HR in an average company. Unfortunately, okay, right, Bramalena, because they're for the company. Okay, it's sad that you cannot go to them, but he tried, because who now he's having to come forward in a whole lawsuit. Wow. Um, wow. And then there was also another allegation that one time he stayed in his guest house. He moved from the guest room to the guest house. Now, one question and wondering I have is why did you keep going back to his house? But I guess that goes with the if you did like okay, you be losing something. I don't know, but I just wouldn't keep allowing myself to be put in that position and keep going over to his house. Now, sir, look, we're gonna have a meeting. Let's do it up here at the studios. Okay. I can meet you in a public place, okay? Because I'm not trying to be alone with you. And so, he said that he slept in his underwear. And so Tyler must have came to the guest house to check on him and said he wanted to give him a good night kiss, allegedly, and pulled down his underwear, allegedly, and groped his behind. Okay. So yeah, y'all, this is a whole hot mess. Okay. It's a whole hot mess. Now let me see if I can pull up let me see these text messages. Ramalana said these people must have been really young. You know what? Did they say how old Derek is? Derek looks like he's in his 30s. Let me see. Because he looks young. Didn't say how old he was. Let's see. Shailene said exactly, OB. He kept going back to Tyler's house. Right. Shout out to Shelly Shells for the floating heart. I thank you, sis. Let's see. Bramalena said, wow, 30s. Yeah, I definitely would have not gone back after the first time. Right. Let's see. How old is Derek Dixon? Let's see. Okay, so Derek Dixon. Yeah, he's in his 30s. It says 30s. Wow. So he's young. Okay. Yeah, he's young. I wouldn't have gone back. Okay, I want to see if I can see. Let me pull up TMZ. Those text message threads. They had some photos. Y'all, when I learned about this, my husband told me about it. We were at the splash pad again, and I'm like, dog, I need to be by my laptop. Let's see. And I can only imagine, y'all, what the people on the show are thinking. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, while I'm pulling this up, also, y'all, on Facebook, somebody just shared a photo from this past weekend that Tyler Perry was on the boat. The paparazzi caught him on the boat with Mariah Carey's ex-boyfriend, okay, which looked young too. And in the photo, y'all, they look like some deer caught in a headlight. Okay. We're like, what y'all doing? Okay. Let's see here. So Tyler Perry, okay, in one text message, he took a picture of himself in his swimming trunks, okay, by a jet ski. So the guy, I guess he sent this to Derek, and Derek said, "Nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm." And Tyler said, "Nice picture." Derek said, "Great, amazing, awesome picture." Tyler said, "You don't see that stud in that nice picture? Rude." And then the guy said, "LOL, yes, that's a stud." He said, "I can call you later or tomorrow." And then Tyler said, "You have a really fresh voice and take on things. I don't know where this is going, but I laughed the entire time. I could see the world and the characters. My exclusivity ends in 30 days. I want to take losing it out Wait, I want to take losing it out to Amazon or Netflix after that and gauge their interest. But I also want to try and get you with the right people to help you make these shows work. They are not for my audience, but we need to find a home for this stuff. I don't want to miss another blank creek. I don't know if that meant. You know that Eugene bought that to me first, but I didn't get it. And then he says, Amen gets here tomorrow, so he's got my full attention. I'll be trapped until the day after Christmas. Let me see, what a juicy stuff. That's about work. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I guess these texts kind of show um let's see. Oh, now this one probably shows how he could allude to he was going to kill him off. Hey Kathleen, welcome. Thank you for joining, sis. Okay, right, yo, he does. Girl, a couple of stories. I got it from him first. So, I guess the top is allegedly Tyler Perry saying, "But I swear to you, I know how to fix this. I love killing a mother ucker in a show that no one expects." And then Derek, I guess this is him in blue, says, "You could be sipping my ties, counting coconuts right now." Then Tyler allegedly said, "Think about the last episode. They are all shot at. We don't know who lives." And then he says, "Exactly. I'm scared. They should be too." He said, "Nope, they're not." Then he says, "Last I checked, we all got the same bullets in us." Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, so this is one of the juicy ones. Okay, so that was like, this is about work. So this one says, I guess it's allegedly Tyler Perry, says, "What's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that yet in therapy?" Yes, it's the exact same kind of car. Now, I'm wondering, they're going to wonder, and this is me as a jury member, where is the other message? Because it looked like Tyler just responded to something that I don't see anymore. So was the message above this deleted, Derek? Because he went from, "What's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that yet in therapy?" Then underneath, "Yes, it's the exact same kind of car, Geo Metro." What? Derek, boy, I'm about to call you girl. Boy, where the other message at? Okay. Then he says, "Giving up my religious guilt, becoming a Buddhist. That's so cool. Where you came from." And then allegedly, Tyler says, "Unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s who are still dealing with that. And it's so sad. You can be or have freedom from religious guilt and still believe in Christ." Okay. I don't know about that one, dear. Okay, happy people, welcome. Right, yo, I'm just telling you, we got to look at evidence. We don't want to say Tyler guilty and stuff like that, and we don't want to say that he not. We got to look at the evidence, okay? Then here's another text thread. I guess allegedly Tyler saying, "Treat myself right. What are you doing, Derek?" He's supposed to say, "Just talking to my sister." Then Tyler writes, or allegedly, "I roll. Fine. Good night. I'll go through the 600 people in my phone book and be annoyed that I don't want to talk to any of them." Then Derek says, "Trying to get off so I can go to sleep. LOL." Tyler allegedly, "I understand, LOL." Derek, LOL. Apparently, you're not the only one that's been drinking tonight. Tyler allegedly, I just started. He says, "They didn't, LOL." I'm done. I'm done with these texts, okay? It's not making sense to me. So he better come with it, okay? Because these text threads here, I didn't see a lot of advances. I'm gonna be honest. Let's see. Now this one, let's see, Tyler allegedly, "I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You're missing the best years of your life, my friend. Trust me. I hope you get past that block in your mind soon." Derek allegedly, "Well, it's not this person, but yes, I want that too. I'm working on it. Therapy is helping." Child, he gonna have to come better with the text. Let me see what y'all saying. Yo said maybe he did it when he was in a dress playing Medea. He was confused. Okay. Jay said, "I'm really not believing those text messages, but we shall see. I'm going to hope Tyler is not that stupid to put that kind of stuff in right." And you know what, Jay? I was saying the same thing too. Okay. I was like, I would hope that he wouldn't have been that dumb if you're gonna do something like that to put it in text messages. Cause I'm just not getting it with the text messages. Okay. So hopefully he has more proof. Shailene said, "I don't hear any harassment." I didn't either. This is a lot. I had not read the text. Brahma Lena, you can find them on TMZ's their website. We need audio and not AI. Exactly, yo. Tyler Perry don't have a woman. Right. Now, I'm not saying that he may not be allegedly gay. It's no, hey, is that's not illegal. If you have two consenting adults, that's your business. Okay. Now I will say, Tyler Perry got a child by a woman. Now I know why he probably protecting his son. Okay, that's hate. But y'all, after that, we never heard anything else about this woman. Okay, I truly had felt back in the day, in my opinion, that was a business deal. He wanted an heir and probably felt like I ain't gonna do it with no more coach after this, anyways. Okay, that's how I felt. Okay, I'm just being honest. I said Tyler Perry got all these fine men in his plays and his movies. Okay, I've always kind of looked at him like that. So nothing against it. I'm just saying I've never really seen him with women. He really plays that Medea's role. And he's supposed to have a movie coming out next month, by the way, Destination Wedding. I just, so it's nothing illegal with that. So this guy is going to have to show that it was harassment, unwanted, okay, and all of that. If you're gonna come for Tyler, you gotta really show it. Okay, Brahmalena. Okay, so Brahmalena said, "Thanks, open. I thought Tyler was openly gay." No, I don't think so. Hey V, welcome. Thank you for joining, sis. Hey Pink Panther. I didn't see Pink Panther come in. Oh, hey, welcome. Some of okay. What did you say, V? Someone got tired of what's HOL making these trash movies? Okay. Yeah, Brahmalena, the text messages, the ones that I've just kind of looked through, I don't see harassment. And also, um, he's gonna have to, they're gonna probably pull phone records because he wants a jury, y'all. Phone records and things like that. Are there missing messages in between? Because it's not lining up on some of these. Okay. So we gotta have everything, Derek. Now Tyler about to sue the drugs. Girl, okay. I'm like, now sir, we gotta come a little more correct. Cause the next one I'm looking at talking about Chipotle. I would hope Tyler's a busy man. That he ain't up here telling this man to go get some Chipotle. Okay. Oh my gosh, I feel sorry for the person that you choose. Yeah, like, okay, like he says, I know I need to smell the roses more. Tyler allegedly, you are the rose, but you are so blocked that you refuse to be smelt or opened. What? Then he said, that is sweet. And I'm working on it. Hashtag therapy. I'm really scared that I'm going to waste my life worrying. Tyler allegedly. Been there. Stoked. Now, I would hope that Tyler is a writer. He knows how to spell stopped. Okay. Stoked somewhere in my late 30s, early 40s. How do they make money then? Subscriptions? Oh, this is supposed to be OnlyFans? Tyler allegedly they make money from the advertising. Lots of money. Oh, do they? Is that why Thorne saying she's her brand and advertising? Oh my God. I love how I feel right now, but I don't like being horny. Testosterone. Derek says, oh yeah, from the doctor, but it is making you feel better? Tyler allegedly, I feel so good, but I don't like being horny. I feel sorry for the person that flirts with me. Derek allegedly, LOL. Tyler allegedly, you don't even understand. Tried you. Call me. Derek. Hey, I think the hangover hit me harder than I thought. Can we talk later? Tyler allegedly, yes, it was quick, but okay. As soon as you can. No response. June 8th, Tyler allegedly trying to do rooms on the boat. If I invite Bill, would you be okay sharing a room with him or not? Derek, hey, I appreciate the invite, but I think I need some more time. I don't think I can go on a trip. Oh, what is this proving? Oh my goodness. Let me see what y'all saying. Hey, tell me something good. Robbie is in the building. Welcome, sis. V said him downstairs. Him downstairs, and him don't like black women being held in a good light. Oh my gosh. Pink Panther said, why did he go back after the first advance? Hey, me and you thinking alike. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have gone back, y'all. That's just me. I wouldn't have gone back, but he was saying that he felt like, if he didn't accept his advances and things of that sort, that he would hold it over his head and kill off his character because he was Dale on the Oval. And so, yes. Kathleen said, does this man want money? Yes, he wants $260 million right now. Okay, I missed some of y'all comments. Let me go back. TNT said, that woman was paid off to be a surrogate to carry his child. Tyler Perry keeps his lips too pursed for my taste. So, yeah, he ain't tearing up nobody's cookies. Clock it. Okay. I hope he didn't think we thought that he had a woman. Okay. None of that is a surprise for me. And it's okay. Tyler, do you what you into. Okay. Shailene said, so Derek was going to therapy. He's been on the edge. Now he's saying he suffered from PTSD from Tyler Perry's alleged advances. Yeah, right. Exactly. Because if he's going to use those text messages, it seems like he was in therapy. Okay. Now, and it looks like if that's really Tyler Perry, then Tyler Perry kind of knew that. But in these text messages, it's not showing too much. Unless he has other evidence or recordings or proof, then yeah, I don't know about this with all of the text messages. Let's see what else. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone back. Uh, Yo-Yo says, since you would not be reading these messages like that on screen. Girl, I'm telling you, that's how I started picking up the vibe. Okay. Okay, Ramalena said between this and Diddy's situation, I'm over it. It's too much. Girl, this is too much. Don't forget Shannon Sharp. Okay. In 1 year, we got the Diddy trial going on, which Diddy's has been, since last year, but we just get to the trial. We have Shannon Sharp upcoming lawsuit. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be a trial. Now we got Tyler Perry's, and this guy wants a trial. Okay. Hopefully that's publicized. Well, we can be nosy. Okay. Because I got to see what evidence this guy comes with. But he said there's other people too. Now, let me say this. If Christian Keys was referring to Tyler in that video I played at the beginning, do y'all think this will make a difference? Do y'all think he will come forward to back this guy's claims up? Okay, because he says he has audio. And he said if he hits play, he's been keeping a secret. Y'all hear me? He's recorded conversations. Okay. So I don't know if this would prompt him to still come out and talk about that, trying to back this guy up. Yo-Yo said R. Kelly, then the overdose allegedly. Yep, that was today. I think somebody's trying to stop something big from coming out. I agree. Okay, I agree. In 2025, all will be exposed in my Cat Daddy, Cat Williams voice. Okay, I'm telling y'all, it's something going on. This is back-to-back stuff. And Tyler Perry just did that whole speech. He just did that whole speech at the BET Awards a week ago. Okay? Lawsuit filed Friday. Okay? Who else? Who's next? Because at this rate, this is crazy, y'all. I just cannot believe it. TNT said no, Big Head Christian Keys has been paid off and he signed that NDA. So he ain't saying nothing about TP. You know what? That's what some people were alleging because he came out of nowhere, y'all, and said that about this black billionaire in Hollywood. Then 1 minute he's saying he's going to go to the police. Next minute, we have not heard anything else about that. So I don't know if he was paid off. Now, like he was saying in the video, NDA does not cover illegal activities. Okay, things that can be felonies and sexual assault and all of that. That would not have covered that. So that's squash, okay, if it comes to something like that. But what else happened? Did he receive some money? Ramalena said, right, what is going on? We are in everybody's bedroom suddenly. Exactly. And it's stuff that we don't even want to know at this point. V said Tyler did it allegedly, and allegedly he got the oil from Armand. You didn't hear from me. More oil. Ramalena said, I figured Christian was paid off. Hello? Hey, I don't know. Allegedly. Baby, these people said, look at here. I need my money. Okay. But is TP, if it was him, is he going to continue to have to pay people off? Okay. Because if he has recordings, at any moment he could drop that. So is he going to continue if that's something that this person, whoever this black billionaire did, are they going to continue to do that? Hey, Brett Baby, welcome. She said they are going to give us some low-key celebs and has been. People will stop asking about the names from Epstein and Diddy. It's way deeper than Hollywood. Exactly. I believe that. Because this stuff comes out of nowhere. Okay? Brahmalena said, oh my God, Diddy had $46K in hotel damages from oil blockages in the pipes. Oh, yes. Yes, girl. Diddy has done some damage to these hotel rooms, okay? They were playing like text messages and oh my gosh, tomorrow is supposed to get good, y'all. Brendan Paul, he's going to testify So, and he signed an immunity deal. So he gonna probably give up a lot of stuff. Okay, he allegedly was bringing the drugs. Okay, to Diddy. He should have dropped the recordings first because the messages ain't it. Okay, yo, thank you. I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only one. That didn't do it for me. I wouldn't have been convinced if I was on the jury in this particular trial. I'm not convinced with those text messages. No, he has to have more proof. Even if he shows, well, okay, I would want to know about therapy. When did he start the therapy? Now, if that was outside of the time from 2019, sir, you were already in therapy. So you can't say, I'm in therapy for this or that. Now, if they can say that he had therapy around the time this was or whatever, then possibly, but hey, it has to line up. Let's see. Brad Baby said, I'm so sick of hearing about baby oil. I hope I never see another another bottle in this life. Right. Same. If I had merch, it would say I'd rather be ashy. Y'all silly. That's a good t-shirt. Okay, that's all we've been hearing about. I'm sick of people talking about, I went back because I just loved him. He's such a good person. I'm sick of hearing that. Okay. I don't want to hear about no more baby oil. I don't want to hear about ex-workers. I'm sick of it. They're nasty. I'm done. Diddy, you're sick. The boy, if he gets out, he needs therapy. Even if he stays in, he the one that needs some of this therapy. Derek, hook him up. Okay? Because something has happened. We got to get to what really happened. Something has happened in his life. That nasty mess, that Flash, I did a live yesterday. Y'all check it out if you have not. The stuff he discussed that happened in that freak off. What is wrong with Diddy? Okay? It's disgusting. V said his one niche haven't. Okay. I'm telling you, he did something. Yo said, but why did he keep working with him? Girl, that's what I'm saying. Just like the same questions we have with these women. Why did y'all keep going back? Why did you keep doing the freak offs? You didn't like doing it. Why? Sir, if you didn't like the advances, why are you staying at this man's house? Why are you allowing yourself to be put in that position? Now, yes, it could be because you're trying to have your career, that's your money and stuff like that. But at what expense? Like, you have to choose you at some point and say, no, I'm not standing for this. I'm just have to give me a job somewhere else or something. But I would not meet him at his house if you've already been hit on several times. Okay? Bramalena said, yes, Obi, you clocked it when you gave us a look into Diddy's childhood. I'm telling y'all, I was not joking when I said that. Something has happened and it involves some baby oil and it involves somebody giving some directions, okay, on how to do something. Because that's something that he loves to do over and over. He wants to tell them exactly what to do. He wants them to get oily. Okay, they slipping and sliding, gliding all over the bed. The people coming in there trying to clean up, they slipping and sliding, falling 2 and 3 times. Why you got to be that oily? Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, my son in there playing. I'm like, I'm on live, you too loud. Um, and so why you gotta be that oily? Okay, you're getting these people's the floor, the curtains, all of that. It's all oiled up. Okay, they have to do a deep cleaning. What is the oil for? Okay, what do you need so much of it for? I'm telling you, Yo-Yo said it's something probably from his childhood. Yes, I'm telling you, and it has somebody used Johnson and Johnson baby oil. It has to be a particular brand. Okay, the oil boy. That's Rebecca. You silly. That's the new name. Okay. TNT said you can have it all and still be jacked up in life or lose everything. I'd rather have my nice quiet life with my family than to trade it with any celeb. Even having too much money can be a problem. I agree. More money, more problems. Brad Baby said, right, you have to have a secret recorder. Why even put yourself in that situation? Once I escape once, no way I'm going back. Exactly. Okay, Brad Baby, I agree. I believe his mom kind of had something going on there. Okay. I can't say that for sure. This is alleged, my opinion. I'm not going I'm just saying my opinion. And someone even said that could be a reason why he treats women in that fashion. That's sad. Yo Yo said he liked the sis, but TP stopped paying and now he wants to tell. Okay. Right, V. Slipping and sliding. Gliding all with the Astro glide. Just imagine that smell. Booty juice and baby oil. Okay. Shelly said his mama showed him how to use that oil when he was probably 4 or 5. Oh, to please, probably so. Because they said he sits to the side. Okay. In a whole Batman cover with all this stuff out with a hoodie. it's a Armand to say it and show it with a hoodie on, a mask on, all of this. Okay, and you pleasing yourself while watching this and giving directions. Come on now. Rebecca said, I wonder what Diddy children think of all the stuff he's done. Oh, I know. It's so sad. Brad Baby said, yes, all alleged Cassie don't come from me. Okay. Shailene said, Jean said Diddy's mother ran a brothel. Right. That's what I'm wondering. Okay. Did he see anything? Was he probably told to do something with some of these? Like, who knows, y'all? Because people could sell their own children. It's sad to say. People could sell their own children. And then they get used to seeing things, being around a certain environment, maybe trying to recreate scenes and things like that. Right, Shelly, just naked, okay, with a hoodie. And then flash naked with boots on the ground. He said he came out of everything but his boots. Okay, baby, we gotta get you some boots. He had them Timberlands on. He didn't even he didn't even get out of the timbers. Okay, V said, Clive, not Clyde. Oh my God, Rebecca, girl, I have no idea, sis. Okay, people been wondering what happened to that little girl. Poor baby. Okay, I can only imagine what happened to that little baby. Nobody has been able to find her. Shelly said, I'm done with Diddy for real. Girl, he should be embarrassed. His friends laughing at him at home. So even if he gets out, they are laughing at him. Brad Baby said, I heard of a story of a politician in North Carolina that got caught emailing. Uh-oh, what happened? Sorry, y'all. Oh, my computer. That got caught emailing this lady about how they bought children from poor families, really sick and disturbing stuff. Yes, I agree. And even, hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay. Um, that allegedly this guy also said that Tyler Perry would go for, or said that he wanted a guy in his life that was homeless. He used two other words that he would have to depend on him. Those are the type of men that he wanted to be with. And I started thinking to myself, now Tyler Perry was homeless, allegedly. Now that's what he told us. Why would he want somebody that's homeless? So that didn't make sense to me either when he stated that and said that his character, which his character is on there homeless on the show, I don't know. I said, Tyler Perry, you've been playing in our faces. I don't know. But that just sounded weird. And I get it, that you can get what you want out of that person if you do, have somebody like that. I get it, but I don't know about that. But back to Tyler, sir. What did Yeah, your one this self have having self do exactly. V. He turned. Oh, come on, thing. Okay. He turned that daughter out. I hope not, Shelly. Yo-Yo said he probably had them sliding too. Okay. He could have went to the freak offs too. I'm telling y'all. Yo-Yo said Shelly, they at home scared, hoping they don't get called to court. Shelly said control, right. Bramalena said that's the part that gets me. The kid trafficking is not being addressed in any of these trials. Right. What happened to the kids? I agree. Shailene said, I believe Diddy's ex traffic, okay, that little girl though, through those underground tunnels, allegedly. Oh, that's possible. That's possible too. I mean, a lot of this stuff we hear about and then we don't. Okay, so let's see, even with the Shannon Sharp, will he just pop back up? Okay, will we ever hear what really happened in that situation with this talent? Will we get to see the trial? Is it going to just go away? Will it be another Diddy thing where it's settled within 24 hours? Has Tyler settled before? Okay, because there are some cases that we don't hear about in settlements until, like, even with this Diddy situation, he had already settled with some people, but that never made it to the public. Has Tyler Perry ever settled with someone and we never found out about it? Okay, because we can't say that for sure. You know, anyone else complain at the company? They have records of that. You know, it's a lot that goes on when people get into this type of level where they are powerful, they have money. People can turn into a different person, okay, than the humble, broke person, okay? Diddy was not always like this. He grew into that. He's once he got that money, started getting away with stuff. Influence. I could put money on that, money on this, money on that. It'll go away. Well, one time it didn't. Okay. Here it comes to bite you in your butt. So it's possible. V said Steve is a piece of and his current wife is an old school gangster hoe, and her daughter is a thought to who? Who are you talking about? Wait, who are you talking about, V? Oh my gosh. I was like, huh? Who is Steve? Hey, Robert, welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh my goodness, y'all make sure you hit the like, let everyone know we are live. If you would like to help me reach my goal, you can send a super sticker of any amount. Oh, Steve. Oh, uh-huh. Okay, I got you. Yep, V. Yep. And then her ex-husband, he was supposed to come out with a book. Ramalena said, I can't see V, but that comment made me laugh about Steve and his wife. Rat Baby said, V, yeah, his daughter is a little thigh. She left Michael B to go home. Oh, and you know what? I ain't seen her because when people, I think she knew that people were starting to talk about her too much. We haven't really seen any more relationships out here, you know, where she thought, yep, we haven't seen her out here in a minute. So I think that she did hear about that. Yes. Thank you, Shelly Shells. My sis sent makeup brush for 6 jewels. Okay, I appreciate that, sis. Thank you so much. She sent 100 for 2 jewels. Now, y'all, I don't know what these jewels mean, but shout out to Shelly. It's like $1,000,000 to me. Okay. I'm like, okay. So y'all can buy jewels. You can buy different, I guess when I'm on live like this, you can buy different types of jewels. Okay. I do not know what they mean. But hey, I give you a shout out. I know Yo-Yo, she goes live through YouTube a lot. So I see her jewels like this. I never know what it means, but I guess it converts over to money too. Yes, y'all. But thank y'all. I'm gonna follow this. Oh, look at VV said Diddy oiled her ass up too. The wife's daughter allegedly. Yup. And she went with the son and with Diddy. Yes. Oh, okay, yo. They're like super chats. Well, praise the Lord. Thank you, Shelly. Yes. Okay. She had went allegedly with the son and Diddy. Okay, I think them little freakouts probably scared her. She probably saying, I don't want to do it. My daddy's and my mom's rich. Okay. She said I gotta take my hair out. Oh Lord, why you gotta take your hair out? Girl, I've been on here twice. Hey, all YouTube team, welcome. Thank you for joining. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So y'all, we gonna see. Now y'all already know everybody is split over this, okay? Everybody's split. If you look at the comments when you see this Tyler Perry situation, um, everybody's split. You have some people saying they're not surprised, and you have the rest saying, see, y'all just want to take a black man down. I don't believe that. Tyler, he can do what he want to do. It's two consenting adults. Well, the guy is saying he didn't consent. So, hey, it's their business, their ground. It was all kind of comments. So some people not gonna believe it, y'all. Let's see. Bramalena said, why would Steve and his wife do that to their daughter? Don't they have enough money? Right. And maybe they just couldn't tell her. They probably was when you get grown, you want to do your own thing. So maybe they didn't know what to tell her. Brad Baby said Tyler is sick. Hey, he was probably at them Diddy parties too. Okay. See, these people, I don't know, Rebecca. Like, my thing is this. Even if Diddy wanted to do the little whole like corn movies, okay, do your thing. Produce. Okay. Get people who are willing to do that. If you want to be same sex, get men that want to do that. Okay. It becomes the other side of that, and is when it's forced or coercion, unwanted. That's when it's the other illegal stuff. And we gotta hold people no matter how we like them. I like R. Kelly and his music too. But if they prove certain things that he was doing was illegal, we gotta go with the verdict. Okay. I feel that although he's in prison, that man still deserves health care, okay, to be his health to be taken care of, not to be overdose of medicine. If they're saying he has blood clots, he needs surgery, y'all need to let that man get his surgery. Okay, so we got to learn to separate sometimes the two, in my opinion. We have to hold people accountable if it's something illegal. Okay, just because we like them doesn't mean they're perfect or that they won't do stuff. I don't put nothing past nobody. Okay, if people tell me somebody, okay, let's look at the evidence first. But some people jump to, oh no, they would never do nothing like that. They don't got to. They too handsome. They too beautiful. She ain't got. You don't know what people do behind closed doors. That's just the reality. I bet Tyler's gonna start making movies about gay white men moving. Oh my goodness! Hey, the Oval has their share, and I'm wondering. Okay. Oh my gosh! I don't know if I'm gonna go there. Yo said we can't nobody down. We can't beat nobody down. They take themselves down. Exactly. All YouTube T said, I don't believe that one. Tyler's not that stupid when he's come so far. That's going to get shut down real fast. Okay. Let's see. Ramalena, Monique warned both Tyler and Shannon. Uh-oh. Monique got her popcorn, chilling at the house. Okay. Probably wondering how all of this will turn out. And probably just giggling. Robert said the devil is a liar. But what did the devil say when he went before God and wanting to tempt Job? A man would give anything for his own life. Yep, Brad Baby said 100. She told Shannon he better stop messing with those young things. She knew what they were doing. Yes. What did you say, V? I read that one about the gay white man moving forward. Is that what you were saying? Let's see. He won't get a dime from Tyler. Charlene thinks he's not gonna get a dime. B said, "Yep," and her daddy. Yeah, where's Steve? I haven't heard from Steve in a long time. I bet you the daughter trying to stay quiet. Everybody in that family staying quiet, hoping she don't get called to court. Well, we see here that you dated Diddy. How was it for you? Okay. I'm telling you, these people all quiet. They don't want, they see that the prosecutors are almost done. Okay. Defense is about to be up next week. And this thing is rolling. The trial will be over before they thought it would. Okay. So probably we may know a verdict by July 4th. Okay. We may get a verdict by 4th of July. Never mind. Okay, I read it. Okay. Brad Baby said, I just saw the clip of Steve going on about how much he loves baby oil. These people need to quit. Jay said R. Kelly and Diddy are two different cases. Kelly case involved minors. Yeah. Diddy case involved consenting adults. And if not consensual, could have easily walked away, but greed and fame kept them there. Oh, yeah. Definitely that, Jay. I don't agree with um, the way he abused, especially Cassie, the abuse part, and that part of it. I don't agree with all of that. He was like with that tape and him giving that guy money for the tape. Now that's gonna get him in trouble too. Using corporate funds for things that are personal, that can get you in trouble too. Okay, so it's going to go beyond just the X part. Okay, so he's freaky. That's not illegal. But some of the other stuff, okay, hiring ex workers and all of that, that's going to be the part they're going to try to get him for. Right. Yeah, and the minors definitely, it's a no no. Shoes Diddy allegedly with minors too. Yeah, we've heard that too. Now, I don't think it's going to come up in this trial, but it's alleged that they were involved too. Let's see. I believe Steve got Bernie took out allegedly. Oh, I hope not, V. Let's see. All YouTube T Diddy's going to get away with it. Unfortunately, I just feel like the case isn't strong enough for prison time. But if I were Diddy, I would contact Russell Simmons and leave the country. Okay, because he's gonna be a. No one's going to take him seriously. He is embarrassing. Okay, he is embarrassing. Of all the stuff that's been out, his friends are at home laughing at him. They're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna laugh at you. Okay. Not easily. That ninja was crazy and rich and powerful. Right. So I think he's going to get some time, y'all. But I don't think it will be a lot, in my opinion. I don't think it'll be a whole lot. Definitely not life. Okay. Yes. Let's see. They definitely got rid of Bernie, the true king of comedy. Man, I miss Bernie Mac. Bramalena said also KK had the IDs of the hotel security guys on her. Yep. She needs to be in a chair next to Diddy. I'm sorry. Okay. She did a whole lot too. She really did. Yes, definitely. So, y'all, I think I am going to get off. I have thoroughly enjoyed this live. Wow, I didn't know I was on here an hour and something. Lord, I think we will all be seeing her on trial next. She's yes, Brat Baby, clock that T. Yes, I definitely agree with you. If they don't get him, they definitely coming for her because see, Diddy, he pretty much use people to do his dirty work in a big way. Like a lot of times, if you think about it, now they may could go back and say this was his business using personal funds or whatever. But the cash, having them to put in the call or order the flight tickets, having them set up the hotel, he pretty much tried to keep his hands clean as much as possible. And they may use her, take her down too as well, like they did. You are right about that. I can definitely see that happening. Hey, Brittany, welcome. Thank you for joining, sis. V said, I'm so elated to have been able to enjoy some of this live with you. Look, V, I got to come up with the word for today. I forgot to change the word. We had that one yesterday. Okay. We are so elated. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just cannot believe it. But I thank you all so much. I have thoroughly enjoyed this live, but it was very informative as well. If y'all didn't come in at the beginning, go back and listen to what Christian Key said last year. Okay. I think, and he works with TP. Okay. I think some of the clues he gave us, put together with some of the things in his lawsuit, he may actually have more proof though. Okay. So I don't know. And let me know what y'all think. Okay. If y'all come at the end, make sure you hear just the beginning part and see what he said. Right, Bramalena, he sounds more credible. Like this guy, maybe we need to hear some audio because these text messages not doing it. Okay, it's not doing it. Pink Panther said hit the like button. Yes, if you did do it on your way in, do it on your way out. Thank you, Pink Panther. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You too, Brad Baby. Thank you so much. Wow, V, I like him. Yeah, but I just started really tuning into him since the Diddy trial, and I like how he covers it. I really do. He's more dramatic and he flows better for me and all of that. But yeah, girl, you have me laughing. I said, why V don't like him? You are funny. Yes, y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out if you did not hit it on the way in. Also, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the open book. Okay. And make sure you share out this live as well. Shout out to Cheryl and Shelly Shells for being sponsors on tonight. I really appreciate you, ladies. Shout out to Shelly for also being a mod tonight. Thank you, sis. Hey, Latte, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, sis. We are about to get off. She say, "I'm gonna pop in, okay?" And so I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have been such a blessing. And until next time, y'all be blessed. Also, make sure you watch part one. I did that one a little earlier while we were at the splash pad. Okay, that's the noise y'all gonna hear in the background. I love y'all. Let's say you gotta watch the beginning, sis. I love y'all. Y'all have a great evening. You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finish. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts. Love you too, Rebecca. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you. Thank you, Pink Panther. I love you.